I got a pretty sweet video today. Let me explain. Alright, so here's what's happening. The Tesla store just got their new dual motor performance Model 3s. I met a guy yesterday who said maybe if I show up today, I can ride in one. So we're gonna see what happens. But I gotta finish my run first. Alright, so I need to apologize. I'm on a trip right now, so I didn't bring any nice cameras. All I have is my phone. So, I'm sorry if the video... Alright, bad news. I went to the wrong Tesla store. The one I need to get to is 11 minutes away. But there's a McLaren store here, so I think I'm gonna see if I can check that. Alright, I totally came to the wrong Tesla store, but I found some performance Model 3s here, still wrapped. So you can see the white interior, which means they have to be the performance upgrade, or at least the dual motor, I think. That's kind of funny, they actually put a sticker over the T so it stays shiny. There's a Model X. Still with all the sticker wrap on it. Huh. Alright, I didn't make it to the right Tesla store, but at least I found some McLarens. I also found a Volvo XC90. They really changed the way these things look. We also have the Volvo XC70 and the Volvo V60. Nice. There's so many Teslas here. Here's a performance Model 3. Man, I don't know how many they've made yet, but not a lot. I know not very many customers have them, if any, at this point. Alright, for the people that are going to call me out, this is in fact a performance dual motor. They just don't have the labeling on it, and they don't have the carbon fiber spoiler that comes with the performance model. The one thing that I did realize is wrong with the car is this handle actually comes out a little bit. That's not supposed to be like that. I'm not sure why it's like that though. I think it's just a factory mistake. What's different is about this car than the other ones is you don't just have the regular acceleration. You have chill and then you have sport as well. Other than that, I don't think there's anything with the software that's different. It's still the same as the regular Model 3. This material is interesting. It's generally the wood, but with this premium white interior. It's kind of a plastic almost. I don't really know what to call it. And of course with the performance you have the red brake calipers as well. And then the 20-inch tires that are actually 1 inch bigger than the standard Model 3. And then the lowered suspension and different tires. Okay, I gotta pause for a second to explain exactly how all this went down. It actually happened a couple of weeks ago, but because high school started up, I haven't been able to post it yet. Anyways, I met the store manager at this Tesla store, and we were talking for a while, and he eventually offered to give me a ride in one of their new Model 3s they just gotten. And of course I said yes. And I was only expecting like a lap around the shopping center, but we actually ended up driving for over 45 minutes up a local valley. I didn't want to be annoying and film a lot while riding around in the car with him, but I figured it'd still be worth making a video about my thoughts and feelings on the car anyways. One quick note on the acceleration before I go over the rest of the car. We accelerated straight away a couple of times and it was really impressive. I mean, I've been in the P100D, which of course does it over a second faster, 0 to 60, but just being in a smaller car that's not as bulky as the Model S was a really different feeling. So They actually have 3 Performance Model 3s here at this Tesla store. They've had them for about a week, I think. And some of them are actually leaving soon because they're having an event down south, I think. Alright, so I just finished my ride in the Performance Model 3, and in terms of initial impressions, it was amazing. It handled really well. We drove it up a really windy road up onto the mountain, probably for about half an hour. Here, let me show you. So here's where we drove it, up this mountain through these windy roads. It was really impressive to see how it handled the corners. And we were taking it at a really high speed too. So it was really impressive, and all uphill as well. The torque as you come around the corners is just ridiculous. It was really impressive. Please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me. Oh, sweet. My honest opinion is that Model 3 drives nicer than both the S and X. And if I had the choice between an S and a Model 3, I'd go with the Model 3. Okay, so the Performance Model 3. First off, I love the white interior. I think the seats are awesome, but just the way they did the rest of the car and the accents along the side of the door and then in the front, I think make the car look really clean and simple. My only complaint is the white bar across the front. I think it's probably plastic or something else. It just seems cheaply made. I think they probably could have come up with a better alternative for that. While I'm on the topic of the interior, I'll mention the steering wheel. I think it's the best steering wheel that Tesla's made so far. Not only is it smaller and easier to handle, but the way they contoured it is a lot better than the S and the X. It has really comfortable grips near the middle, and then as you get towards the top of the wheel, it starts to get skinny. It's just really well designed and comfortable to drive, and I really like the feel of it. It makes it a lot easier to turn corners, and it just makes the driving experience feel more finely tuned than the other Teslas. The Model 3 was already one of my favorite cars before they came out with the performance version, but now that they have the performance, I think it's really a game changer. And although the car does come with a price tag of $78,000, I think it is going to be some serious competition with the BMW 3 Series or Mercedes or another car like that. Just found one on the street. Man, the parking job is pretty close. Almost smacked.